Specială. Cum se fabrică? De luni până duminică de la 19 la Discovery Channel. Cum se fabrică este sponsorizat de Poxipol.
The British Army has a saying about dealing with problems. Improvise, adapt and overcome. This attitude will carry you through the most difficult situations, and at the heart of it lies resourcefulness. In dense forest, with no waypoints, it's easy to lose direction. To see the lay of the land, get up high, but sometimes that's easier said than done.
I'm going to see if I can get up this tree. I reckon if I can get like most of the way up this, I should be able to get a nice view out over the forest and get my bearings.
And to get up to the branches, you've got to improvise.
What I've got is my rucksack, and there's loads of kind of webbings and drawstrings and everything hanging off this. And what I can then do with this is tie it around my boots in a bowline, through the loop, round the tree, back down the hole. And that's one. And then do the same on the other.
The string around my boots gives me extra grip and acts as a clamp around the trunk.
It's working quite nicely. Look.
Now I can see where I've got to go.
Okay, this is about as high as I can get up this tree. You can see I can get a view now out over that valley. And really that's where I should be heading.
On a frozen glacier, the simple task of walking presents a huge challenge. Normal footwear is rendered useless.
In boots like this on the ice, it's like going uphill on an ice rink. Look, watch this.
Trying to move across a glacier without crampons is pretty impossible.
And that's just trying to move 20 feet. I'm going to need another plan if I'm going to make any progress across this. If I get my boot off and these off, I need to try and get them over the end of this. And the aim really is for these socks to give more traction than just the rubber sole of these boots. Okay, time to give it a try. And that's great. It's definitely grippier than just rubber soles.
Sometimes the key skills you learn in one environment will help you overcome a problem in a completely different landscape. In the Badlands of South Dakota, where the earth literally slips away from under your feet, ice climbing techniques become key.
Look, I actually use a bit of this dead juniper bush to make myself a bit of a ice axe. And that then is going to do as an axe. Put in and pull on. Okay, one more of those and that'll help me get out of this place. Actually, this is working quite nicely. And they might not be the prettiest ice axes in the world, but at the moment, they're doing their job.
Wherever you find yourself in the world, someone will have been there before you.
Definitely an old mine. It looks long since abandoned.
The people may be long gone, but what they leave behind could be your saving grace.
Now that I can use. A little bit of car tire. Cut it into strips for cordage. You can use it in spring snares. So I'm going to take that with me Let's see what else we can find here. Oh, but a flip-flop could be useful. Loads of things can do that. Start a fire with it. If you burn it, it'll be black smoke, good signal fire. Bit of float fishing. Keep that.
Combine what you find with what you already have. The most basic components produce amazing results. A deer antler and the cord from a rucksack make a catapult with a range of up to 40 foot.
Bullseye.
When time is of the essence, you need to be creative fast. High in the mountains of Siberia, to escape the cold, you've got to find a quick way to descend.
And at night time here, the temperature's going to plummet. You know, winter in Siberia, -40, not uncommon, and I do not want to be up here.
The fastest way down is by sledge.
Okay, this is how to make a toboggan the bear way.
The Tuvan tribe, descendants of Genghis Khan, have carved out a living here for centuries. To get around, they make sleds out of wooden frameworks wrapped with deer fur.
Okay, I've got toboggan finished. I'm out of here. Let's go.
It beats walking any day. It's a risky strategy. If I come off at speed, I could break a leg, but I'm going for it. And at least I'm covering ground super fast. Every 300 foot you descend, temperature rises around 1 degree. In the freezing Siberian nights, this could be a lifesaver.
That was just a complete whiteout. It's like zero visibility. Something strapped to a human cannonball.
I faced the Earth's most inhospitable landscape to show you what it takes to stay alive. Self-rescue means movement. And movement expends energy. So food must be high on your priority list, however bad it tastes.
Prawn, bogey, custard, rubbery, tingy, super bitter. Like explosion of pus in my mouth. Disgusting. Had some quite bad ones today.
With no weapon, making a kill is hard to achieve.
Check out this little guy.
If you can overcome your prejudices, eating bugs and grubs will keep you alive. But you need to know where to look.
A big rotting log. And that for me means one thing. Food.
Bugs and insects feed on rotting wood, but beware, dead trees are also home to poisonous snakes and spiders.
You can have a look at this in here. Come on. Look at that, that's quite a monster. Larva. Maybe like a moth larva or something. And a beetle as well. And this is called insect lunch. Oh! Ready for this? Oh my goodness! This one has been living in there a very, very long time. I'm not going to eat. I'm not going to need to eat for a week after this one. Oh.
Pound for pound, insects like these contain more protein than beef or fish. They're perfect survival food.
This actually ranks as one of the worst things I've ever eaten.
All meat should be cooked thoroughly to kill bacteria. But if you've got no way to start a fire, you'll be forced to eat it raw.
See all of the blood coming out of its jugular there. And that really, in an emergency survival situation, is food and life. And really fresh blood like that is so rich in minerals, vitamins, energy, everything you need to survive. And so many nomads and tribes all around the world will drink the fresh blood from their animals as a source of energy and survival food.
When food is in short supply, waste nothing. You never know when you'll eat again. Try not to be squeamish here, because ounce for ounce, eyeballs will give you more protein than a steak. And in the battle for survival, you've got to have a strong stomach.
And there you go, you see it there. Looks just like a giant marble. And I have no idea what this is going to taste like. Short answer or long answer? Short. Awful.
If you're forced to eat raw meat, be prepared. It does have its risks.
Guys, we're going to have to stop here for 2 seconds. This diarrhea is not waiting for anyone. Sorry. I do feel better though. Okay, 30 more feet.
Without a rod and line, you may be forced to hunt under rocks for crayfish, crabs, and freshwater snails.
Man, there's something down here.
But in the murky waters of the Louisiana swamps, it is possible to go fishing simply using your fingers as hook and bait.
Oh. That's quite a big catfish. Let's get him on the shore. Look, you hear that? Oh, he's got my... Try to show you this. Got my finger right down his mouth. And all I gotta do is hang on to those gills.
These spines on the pectoral and dorsal fins can cause severe wounds, and they contain a powerful venom that causes extreme pain.
And these guys just gotta hang on for dear life. Ow. Man, he's just shredded my fingers. That must be 20 pounds of fish. And look, all of that is great just to eat raw.
In my next challenge, I'll take on the raging currents of the mighty Zambezi River to show you how to survive the world's wildest water.
Mai zgomotos,
Probably easier to detach your head first.
mai românesc,
Tell me that isn't happening.
mai primejdios, mai deplasat.
More is better.
Top Gear,